With just over a week to go before the 143rd Open Championship, the Claret Jug travelled to the Alstom Open de France. The tournament, held at the scenic Le Golf National just outside Paris, is one of the oldest events on the European Tour, and this year forms part of the new Open qualifying series. So far, 18 players have earned their spot at the Open Championship through qualifiers in Europe, South Africa, the United States and Asia. With 3 more places at the Open on offer, there was added incentive for many of the players in France. A high-quality field featured 9 of the world's top 20, but there were plenty of others looking to finish well and secure a trip to Hoey.
It's a way to tell the people that the national opens in Europe are behind the Open, and it's a way of telling the players, look, you played well in these national opens. Thank you very much. You have a spot in the Open, and it makes the guys that are hot at the moment, just before the Open, give a chance to them to play the tournament.
I'm hoping for a couple of good results this week, and if I manage to get an invite next week, then try and get into it that way. My first professional event was the Open last year, so it gave me a chance to prove how I could compete with those guys, and fortunately made the cut, played pretty well all week and did okay, so it was nice.
The first 3 days were dominated by American Kevin Stadler. The world number 62 was in Paris for the first time ahead of the Open Championship, and he was the man to catch after rounds of 64, 68 and 72 elevated him to a 4-shot lead over the rest of the field. On the final day though, as the weather turned, Stadler fell back with a 76, leaving the path open for Graham McDowell to come through and take the title for a second year in succession. With McDowell already assured of his place at Hoylake, the race was on to see which 3 players would be joining him. Sweden's Robert Karlsson took the initiative with a nice putt on the 14th. The former European Tour Order of Merit winner then made 2 more birdies on the back 9 and held on for an impressive 69 and tied 4th to book his place. The 44-year-old now looks forward to playing in his 17th Open Championship and 2nd at Royal Liverpool.
That hasn't really sunk in yet, but it's I obviously have to look into flights now and where I'm going to stay and all these sort of things. But it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It's a great golf course, and I played there before 2006, so it was good.
Playing with McDowell was fellow Northern Irishman Michael Hoey, a winner at last year's Russian Open, who started the final round 8 shots behind the leaders. The 5-time winner on the European Tour and former amateur champion had an up-and-down round featuring 4 birdies and 4 bogeys, but eventually carded a 71, finishing 1 under for the tournament and in a tie for 7th overall. Good enough for a qualifying spot and his 3rd appearance at the Open.
Yeah, last time I played the British Amateur there, Mikko Ilonen beat me in the quarterfinal, so it's a great course then. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the holes again and hopefully playing good like I did then, but it's going to be a tough test. See what the weather brings, but it's just exciting.
29-year-old local resident Victor Ryu, who started the final round in 2nd place, had a tough time on the final day, struggling with the wet and windy conditions. Despite finishing with a 76, the Frenchman held on to tie for 8th and claimed the final spot to qualify for this year's Open and make his major championship debut.
Yeah, I'm very excited. That's for me the most beautiful tournament in the world. To play with every world-class player, it's fantastic. And even I really like the course. I played when I was younger, the British boys there, and I really like this course. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Next week, the qualifying series heads to the Aberdeen Asset Management Scottish Open, where 3 qualifying places will be decided, as well as the John Deere Classic, where 1 place will be on offer.